Anytime we think, we experience life, reality, through the lens of the perception of our mind. Every thought is perceiving one thing and another thing. There is two things. The mind by itself, it's creating concepts about who you are, who the other person are, who the world is, what you're doing. It's putting labels, ideas. Those ideas in each thought, if you catch the feeling of it, you will see that there is a story to it. There are certain beliefs associated with the thoughts. Whenever you are truly present in the moment, whenever you experienced certain activities that you get completely lost in the activities, or you experience higher emotions, love, joy, compassion. Now, some of you may hear this and you're like, oh, I've experienced this. It's a higher emotion. You will know when you experience it. It's an emotion which is beyond words to explain. It's beyond the mind. When you have this experience, you'll discover a place beyond the mind, what many spiritual beings also call as the now, the present moment. Present moment is a presence. We can make it into something if we think about it, but it's a presence. Same way our life is happening now, in the present moment. Many spiritual beings talk about this space, this presence, this silence. It is life itself, which exists in you and everything else. And it can only be experienced, it is automatically being experienced whenever we are not thinking. That is our natural state. However, anytime we think, we get into our head and perceive life through the illusion of thinking. Now, I say illusion because it is not the absolute truth as far as the reality of life, of oneness, of what that essence is, which is not one way or another way. It's beyond the mind, it's beyond thinking. You can only know this by experience. It is helpful to understand up to a certain point until you have the experience. Then all ideas will have to dissolve into the experience of life. It is simply about living, surrendering to life. That is true spirituality. Surrendering to life requires being aware of all the ways in which we are not engaging with life, in which instead of being fully present in the here and now with what life is bringing in front of us, and feeling that, being in oneness with it, taking back, reclaiming our life source, which may have been stuck in certain paradigms, beliefs, energies rooted in illusion, duality, through thought. For example, beliefs in which we believe we are not good enough, something is lacking, we are separate. You may say and think, but this is the human experience after all. And yes, It is the human experience. It has been. However, it does not have to be. We all have within us the cosmic possibility to awaken to our highest potential, which is, in simplest words, to be present in the here and now. And through that connection to presence, to source, to let that sustain us. Whenever we feel present, we feel complete. Whenever we feel complete, we feel fulfilled. The whole meaning of life is different. The way how we relate with our work, we come through a space of fulfillment. Everything we do further adds to this fulfillment. If something we do does not add to fulfillment, it means it is not coming from fulfillment. Nothing can create lack in you if you are fulfilled and not perceiving situations outside of you through the lens of lack. But this is a journey. We have certain beliefs and experiences, many of them traumatic, throughout many lives. And those affect who we are now and the whole human experience. We are now at a special times, though, where the possibility is becoming more and more to choose whether to awaken to our spiritual potential and become the true master of our lives, to be aware consciously what is happening in us, to consciously engage with life, to be fulfilled, to be complete, and to enrich others through this space of fulfillment. Those are not just good ideas of good things to do, it is something which can become an experience by our very being and existence. We can become fulfillment itself, represented energetically, being expressed through us. Those are possibilities. However, it starts with recognizing where you are and being aware, being conscious, having an intensity to awaken, to do the work.